Good morning to one and all. Today we discuss on leaf morphology and semester 2 paper second paper name is the morphology of angiosperms. So what is the morphological characters? What is the morphology? What is the morphology? This is the physical appearance of particular object. Okay, and that means the physical appearance of leaf. So let us start with the leaf morphology. In leaf morphology, there is a veins, there is some shape. We studied about the parallel venations, reticulate venations. If the leaf is a green, flattened object which is present on the tree. So first of all, we discuss about the definitions of leaf. What is the definition of leaf? Leaf is a green, dissimilar, exogenous, lateral, flattened outgrowth in which borne on the node of the stem or its branch and is specialized to perform photosynthesis. The main role of leaf is photosynthesis. Leaf is very small, it is green and flattened like structure. Okay, and typically it is a thin expanded green structure which bears a bud in its axial. So leaf is borne on the nodal region of the stem and the main function of perform the photosynthesis. Then the green color of the leaf is due to the presence of chlorophyll. Why they are in green color? Because the presence of chlorophyll in the leaf, that's why the color gives the physical appearance. The color was green. Leaves are arranged in acropetal order. What is the acropetal? The leaf is arranged in the acropetal order. They develop as lateral outgrowth from apical meristems. They are important vegetative organs which are specialized for photosynthesis. All the green leaves of plant are collectively called foliage. That means the whole leaf, they are in green in color and they develops as on a lateral outgrowth from the apical meristems. From which point of it they grow? They are formed at the apical meristematic region. Okay, then all the leaves are green of a plant are collectively called foliage and whole the shape on the petiole, the whole organs of green color flattened structure is called as the foliage. And what are the characters of leaf characteristic features? What is this particular functions? What are the characters of leaf? We discuss one by one. Firstly, it is dissimilar lateral flattened outgrowth of the stem. The leaf is exogenous in origin. The leaf is first point we discuss. The leaf is flat, almost flat in structure, outgrowth of the stem. The leaf is exogenous in origin. This is why it's called as the exogenous in origin, because they develop on the leaf, they are developed on the stem region, on the nodal region. It is born on the stem in the region of a node. Each node develop leaf. Okay, in axillary, an axillary bud is often present in the axil of leaf. The bud, first of all, if this is the leaf and this one is the branch, this is the axial region, and these axial regions they form a bud like structure. An axillary bud is often present in the axil of the leaf. Okay, the next point, leaf has limited growth. The leaf consists, they are the limited growth and unlimited growth. Okay, what is the limited growth? The first of all, the leaf is a limited size of growth, and in apical bud or regular growing point is absent. The leaf base may possess two lateral outgrowth called stipules. The first outgrowth upon the main stem and small outgrowth is called as the stipules. And next point, the leaf is differentiated into three parts. First is the leaf base, petiole and lamina. Firstly, this is the leaf, this is consider this is the leaf, and the main is this is the midrib, and this is the outer portion is the lamina, and the holding the whole leaf attached with the stand, this is called as the leaf base. This is the petiole. The pulpiny structure like structure, it is called as the petiole. The lamina possesses prominent vascular stand called veins. It is green and specialized to perform photosynthesis. Green color, they always produce perform the photosynthesis activity. Green leaf leaf bears abundant stomata for exchange of gases. It is a major seat of transpirations. Leaf is a major role for transpirations of gases, and it also the transpirations of major seeds. Okay, so then next, what are the parts of leaf? The part consists of the first one is the leaf base, petiole and lamina. What is the lamina? The lamina is epipodium, just the outer surface, outer body of the leaf, and the leaf blade is a terminal thin, expanded, green and conspicuous part of the leaf which is specialized to perform photosynthesis. The flattened lamina or leaf blade is supported by veins and veinlets which contains vascular tissues for conduction of water, mineral, salt and preferred food. Okay, so if consider the leaf is a flattened structure and green in color and conspicuous part of the leaf which perform the photosynthesis. The green is a flattened lamina and leaf blade is supported by veins and veinlets which contains vascular tissues for the conduction of water, mineral salts and performs food. So next point, there are two surfaces, adaxial surface and the abaxial surface. So there are the two. Venter surface is called as the adaxial surface. Adaxial surface towards the upper part of the stem and abaxial towards the lower part of the stem. If we consider this is the leaf, this is the upper part, this is the lower part. So this is the abaxial and this one is the adaxial. That means upper part of the stem is the ventral and towards the lower part of the stem, that is the dorsal. The two surfaces are quite distinct in the dorsiventral leaves, most dicot leaves, but are quite similar in isobilateral leaves, most monocot leaves. There are the basic difference between monocot and dicot leaves. First is the parallel leaf is called as the monocot leaves, and they are the reticulate, and these are called as the most dicot leaves. And next part is the petiole. Petiole part is a cylindrical or subcylindrical, smooth and grooved stalk of the leaf which lifts the lamina above the level of stem so as to provide it with its maximum exposure. Leaf having petiole is called petiolate. It is termed sessile if the petiole is absent. If the petiole, this is the consider this is the petiole, this is the attached to the stem. If this portion is absent, that means the leaf is sessile. Okay, then leaf base, the whole leaf attached on the stem. This is the typical part of the leaf. First one is the leaf base. What is the leaf base? This is the part where a leaf attached to the stem. Leaf base has two small leaf-like structure are called stipules. This is the small portion just above on the stem, the axial portion of the leaf petiole, the small stipule hair-like structure. This is called as the stipule. Okay, in plant like paddy, wheat and other monocotyledons, this leaf base is wide and the moss the stem. Next part is the petiole. Petiole is a long, thin stalk that links the leaf blade to the stem and lamina. lamina, also known as the leaf blade. The whole leaf, the shape of leaf, just outer line of the leaf, it is called as the lamina. It is a green, flat surface of the leaves. It consists of small branched veins and veinlets. The veins that runs along the middle of lamina is called midrib. Midrib divides the surface of the lamina into two. The first, this midrib, they are divided into two. The veins and veinlets. The first one is the vein and the side are the veinlets. Gives rigidity to the leaf blade and helps in the transportations of water and other substances. So these are about the typical part of leaf. Okay, that is this is about the today's class. Thank you.